Like, I know every brother wants to go out here and get the woman that's built like whatever, hourglass, that got booty cheeks on 12, her doing a certain thing, moving a certain way and talking a certain way. Yeah, that shit is cool. But I'm telling you, once you start elevating in consciousness, brother, that shit won't really do nothing for you no more. It won't really do nothing for you. You want somebody who can connect with you, bro. I ain't lying. When you start reaching certain levels of consciousness, and now your life is straight alchemy, when you're creating things out of nothing, when you're living your life a certain way, and people don't understand how you're doing a certain thing, brother, that baddie everybody's talking about, she ain't gonna cut it, bro. At these brothers, first thing I want to say, man, is happy Thanksgiving to y'all brothers, man. You know, regardless of how you celebrate it, I know some people, you know, have big family shindigs. Some people take vacations. Some people sit at home by themselves all day. However you celebrate it, man, or if you don't celebrate it, I'm sending you thankful wishes. Sending you thankful wishes, man. At least today, man, we should observe something we're grateful for, something we're thankful for. And I can easily say, man, that one thing I'm grateful for or thankful for in 2024 is, I would say I'm grateful for new levels of wisdom, brother. I can easily say, man, that coming into this year, man, well, not coming into this year, like in life, period, up until this year, I'll be honest, I was still naive to a lot of things. I was still gullible. I was still ignorant to a lot of things of this world, right? Ways of this world, the way people move, man. So I'm grateful for wisdom, right? I'm also grateful for God removing things of my life that no longer serve me, whether it's people, places, things, whether it's places I used to frequent, whether it's things I may have used to use for entertainment, whether it's vices that I'm used to maybe you know partake in. Of course, whether it's people that no longer serve me. I'm grateful. I'm thankful that God stripped things away from me that I wouldn't have normally pushed away myself, right? And third, I'll say this, brothers. I'm thankful for y'all brothers. Like y'all brothers owe me nothing. I don't care if y'all come to my videos and never give a like, never give a share, never give a subscribe. The only thing I want from y'all brothers is fellowship, because y'all are my brothers. Like we're all connected, and I'm grateful for that, man. When we can get in the comment section, man, and go back and forth about things we've experienced and pros and cons of this, and even y'all brothers that don't always agree with me, you know, like we shouldn't, like iron sharpens iron. I'm thankful for y'all brothers, man. And I hope y'all brothers have a good Thanksgiving, man. I want to talk about something today, brothers. I want to talk about something that's very crucial. I want to talk about something that's crucial. It's always crucial, but it's especially crucial with the world doing what it's doing now. With the period that we're in of this, like I always talk about, the 100-year cycle. The period we're in right now, bro, you can no longer entertain regular women. And I say that meaning this. I made a video a few days ago, weeks ago, saying, hey, you know what? You got to stop being a regular man. Like if you're one of those men that are moving in a direction of being an elite man, of being an upright man, of being a righteous man, of being a leader of the pack, then this is for you. You can no longer date regular women, bro. You can't do it. You can no longer date basic bitches. And I say that with intention, not to sit there and call women out their name, but to really help you identify what I'm talking about. Because when I say basic bitch, I'll say basic bitch like an energy, just like a Jezebel. Jezebel is an energy. Basic bitch is an energy. That basic bitch energy can attach to a lot of men. To be honest, it's an energy. And I also use that word because in society, you know, a lot of women use that term, and I might have this a little bit wrong, but a lot of women, when I hear women talk about, or when I hear women use that word pertaining to other women, it's usually women that think they have life figured out. It's usually women that, you know, they might be driving a certain car, getting a certain dollar amount, wear certain brands, XYZ, and they'll look at the woman that's not moving like that and refer to her as a basic bitch, when whole time the majority of these women that are flashing, like, they're the basic ones. They're the basic ones. So I'm saying again, brothers, going forward, you can know more. Meaning you might as well go on your phone today and start deleting and start blocking, get on social media, start getting rid. You can no longer date regular women, bro. And when I say basic bitches, what do I mean, man? When I refer to a woman as being basic, I'm talking about a woman that's not connected. I'm talking about a woman that's living to impress other people. And I'm mainly talking about a woman that really doesn't understand energy, really doesn't understand universal laws. Like, you have to understand, brother, like if a woman is going to be in our life, if she hasn't mastered these things, if she doesn't practice moving forward and standing stern on these things, brother, you're shot. You're shot. What do you mean connected, soul? I'm talking about the first marriage of man. The same thing I've been talking about as far as us brothers. Brothers, like, we have, like, our higher self has to be one with our lower self. The first marriage of man. Y'all have read A Singular Truth. If a woman hasn't conducted that same marriage on her end before coming your way, you're screwed. Like she has to be connected. Because if a woman hasn't conducted that first marriage of man, to be honest, man, like it can't work. It can't work. First off, if a person hasn't conducted that first marriage, they haven't seen God. They haven't seen God. Like when the Bible says, when two come together, I should be there also. Until that first part and that second part of self comes together, you've never seen God. Some people claim to, but the far majority of people haven't seen God, man. Far majority of women hasn't seen God. So if she isn't connected, bro, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have major problems. And I'm going to tell you really why I want to talk about this today, man. I want to talk about this, man, because as we move how we move, as we move forward, as we elevate in consciousness and spirituality and wisdom, that pool of women gets smaller and smaller and smaller, right? Even the dynamic of what we desire in a woman changes, right? And a lot of y'all are gonna miss this, right? Like, you gotta understand that when you start raising up in consciousness, and I'm not talking to y'all brothers that are aware of this, right? When you start raising in consciousness, when you start looking at women, the physical starts to fade. Of course, you have to have a woman that you're attracted to. But that attractiveness, believe it or not, even the way we're hardwired as men, that attractiveness takes back burner. Like you have to start looking for certain attributes, man. And if she just super fine, that's just icing on the cake. If she just a knockout, drag out, that's just icing on the cake, bro. Like we have to start looking at these women strictly for attributes. Not only looking for them, but making sure they stand on it. Guilty. But again, she has to be connected. Because if she hasn't been connected, bro, she hasn't seen God. So when you're roaming through the world, talking the way you're talking, moving the way you're moving, standing on what you're standing on, you're going to be speaking Greek to this woman. She's not going to have any idea on the software you're running from. She's not going to have any idea of what you're talking about. She's not going to have any idea of why your vision is what it is. Because she's not connected with self. The other thing that's going to happen, man, when a woman is not connected, she's going to lack the ability. This is huge, brothers. She's going to lack the ability to become one with you. If a person hasn't become one with themselves, they can't become one with somebody else. Again, going back to the singular truth. I said if a person, and I'm not sure how I said it, but I said if a person conducts the second marriage of man, which is when a man and woman comes together, before conducting the first, it's over with. It's chaos from the get-go. So you got to understand, man, that there won't be, like, she won't be able to connect with you. She won't be able to become one with you, brothers. You got to understand, when a person can't become one with you, you got to understand what takes place when that plays out. It instantly causes competition in a relationship. I'm gonna say that again, man, because a lot of y'all probably missed that, and a lot of y'all probably don't understand that the relationship you in right now, your woman is competing with you. And not necessarily like lining up against you, looking at you. Sometimes it's like that. But when I say competing with you, a woman that doesn't understand oneness or can't become one with a man, she doesn't understand that both of y'all can be and both of y'all should be, that if y'all are one, both of y'all have to elevate together because y'all have become one mind. So if she hasn't become one, she's going to always look at it as he's trying to be better than me, or he can only win. When is it my turn to win? It's not. She's not going to understand. Even when you start pouring that God essence into her so y'all can elevate, she's not going to know what to do with that because she's not connected. And if she's not connected with that spiritual side, then all you're pouring into is her ego side. You got to understand what I'm saying, brothers. If she's not connected, if she hasn't become one with her higher self, which feeds directly into God, and you're pouring God essence into her, where do you think it's going? Where do you think that God juice is going, bro? It's inflating that ego. It's inflating that ego. That's a dangerous thing, bro. That's a dangerous thing, because now if she doesn't understand what it means to see the face of God, she's going to think she's God. Anybody would. Anybody would, man. So she must be connected. And I could talk about connection for a whole day. But she must be connected, brothers, or she's a basic bitch. She's a basic bitch if she's not connected. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying it's bad, because there are a lot of men that are basic bitches that need to entertain these women. They need to keep these women out of our DMs. They need to keep these women out of our way. But you can't entertain them, brothers. The next thing, man, is you can't entertain a woman that doesn't understand energy, that doesn't understand the universal laws, that doesn't understand, not necessarily universal laws, but that doesn't understand how this world works as pertaining, in pertaining to light. I'll say it like that. And pertaining to light. Like, you gotta understand this, brothers. Just because we move the way we move, our world, what we encounter as men of understanding, is completely different than common men. Completely different. We may walk side by side at the ball game. We may work cubicle by cubicle. We may do certain things and we look the same, but our lives are completely different. This world responds to us different. Not only that, this world attacks us different. So when I say a woman must understand energy, a woman must understand universal laws, a woman must understand all these things, it's like this. I'll say it like this. And I don't want to get too far off in this conversation. But just as, like this, I'm always talking about that bubble. I always say a man must create a bubble around himself. He must create a bubble around himself, and it's its own world. One of the benefits of getting with the woman, becoming one with the woman, is now you can, because that bubble I'm talking about, you have to understand that bubble is created by feminine energy. Everybody has both masculine and feminine energy. When you're rolling solo, that bubble is what's creating your feminine energy is what's creating that bubble around you. So when you get with a woman, now you can be in full masculine energy and she can be in full feminine energy. There's a lot of attributes to each one of those, right? Which means that now that you're in this masculine energy, She's the one that's supposed to put that bubble around the relationship, right? As above, so below. As within, so without. Just as a man is supposed to protect and provide for a woman in the third dimension, in the physical world, a woman is supposed to provide and protect for a man in the spiritual world. You know what I'm saying? So that bubble is important. So if a woman doesn't understand the importance of that bubble and how secure that bubble is, you're screwed, bro. You're screwed. Because if she doesn't understand the importance of that bubble, then she's leaving back doors open and she's leaving windows cracked. She's leaving opportunities for your ops to come in your back door or your window and attempt to rob you of your world, rob you of your God essence. So if she doesn't understand the importance of that, if she don't really understand her role in the relationship, brother, you're doomed. You're doomed, man. And I'll be honest, man. I'll say in the last 4 years, in the last 4 years, 5 years, anytime I've entertained a woman, like dated a woman, and I ain't talking about just going out on a date. I'm talking about actually like, okay, you know what? We vibing. Let's like we an item now. Like it's me and you now. I have that conversation. I'll say this, like, let me give you let me brief you on how things are going to take place. I promise you I had this conversation, bro. And if you aren't having this conversation, you have to have it with your lady, man. If you moving in this light, I'll have this conversation, man. Well, me and the person I'm talking to, we'll sit down and I'll say, all right, well, let me tell you how things are going to play. Like the fact that we're moving in this synergy now, the fact that our energies are blending, the fact that I know what my energy does, right? The fact that our energy is doing a certain thing is going to attract certain things that most relationships aren't going to attract. It's going to attract levels of darkness. It's going to attract levels of serpentry, if that's a word. It's going to make a lot of women see me and want to hop in my DM. It's going to make a lot of brothers see you and want to hop in your DM. A lot of women are going to try to holler at me just to fill your shoes. A lot of men are going to try to holler at you to rob me of the energy of the God essence that's in me. Again, it goes back to that bubble. It goes back to that protection, because a man can't come to me head first. A serpent can't come to me straight on and rob me of my energy. He has to go through the back door. This is biblical. This is biblical. So a woman has to understand the importance of energies and universal laws. She has to understand, if she understands that energy, now she's in position to offer that value. Like when a lot of women talk about, hey, what do you bring to the table, or what does a woman bring to the table, and they don't know what to say, I'm telling you what a woman should bring to the table. And I've been saying it for years. She should be your six. She should be your spotter. Again, if you're that sniper of life, attacking life, she should be that person not only looking at opportunities, but watching out for your enemies. And if she doesn't understand these universal laws or really the power and attractiveness of God energy, you're fucked. There's no other way to say it. You're fucked, bro. It's a must. You can no longer entertain women that don't understand this, bro. You can't do it. You can't do it, right? And the last thing, man, I'll talk about, because I can talk about this for 30 days straight, bro. The last thing, man, when I talk about basic bitches, you can't entertain these women, man, that live to impress the world. Not saying your woman can't be fly. Not saying your woman can't wear designer and have Gucci and I'm not saying she can't have all of that. But if that's her image, you're screwed. If she's doing that thing to impress other people, if she's doing these things to impress, get attention and likes and somebody look at me type shit, you're screwed. You're screwed. Because what that says is a woman is not mission oriented. A woman can't be mission oriented and live for the world. Look at me. Look at me. Look at the brand on my shirt type shit. She can't be in that energy and be your spotter at the same time. She can't. She can't do it. Not saying you can't be fly, but when you're living for the world, right? Like she's not mission oriented. She can't keep her eyes on the vision like you are. I was thinking about this, dude. I saw this picture the other day, man. My brother gonna kill me for this, man. It's back when I was in Little League, right? Little League baseball. I can't remember what team I was on. I think it was the Rockets or the Browns. Anyway, Little League, man. I was probably 10 years old, 11 years old, whatever, I don't know. And we had a baseball picture, man. Me and my partners, we still laugh about this picture to this day. To this day, right? And we all on the picture, man. We young bucks, man. We all mugging it. We all mugging the camera. We all, some brothers got the glove in their hand. Some brothers got the ball in their hand. Brother got bats on their shoulder, right? We all mugged out. And one of my partners named Milton, he's on the corner of the picture, right? You look at the whole picture, everybody just thugged out, right? You get to Milton like this. He looking up in the trees like he listening to birds chirp or something, man. He's in la la land. And that's what I'm saying. If your woman is all about impressing the world, not saying she can't be fly from head to toe, but if she's doing it with the motive of look at me, you're screwed because she can't do both. She can't watch your back and want the approval of the world at the same time. You know what I'm saying, man? One thing we got to understand, bro, and it's weird. I've been hearing this conversation a lot lately, but I've known this for a long time, man. I heard Corey Holcomb say it, and I heard this new youngster that been coming up, man. I think his name is Goldie, little cool swagged up little cat, man. I heard him say this too, right? And I'm like, brothers are finally catching on. Them brothers are saying, man, rock with women that rock with you first. Like, I know every brother wants to go out here and get the woman that's built like whatever, hourglass, that got booty cheeks on 12, her doing a certain thing, moving a certain way and talking a certain way. Yeah, that shit is cool. But I'm telling you, once you start elevating in consciousness, brother, that shit won't really do nothing for you no more. It won't really do nothing for you. You want somebody who can connect with you, bro. I ain't lying. When you start reaching certain levels of consciousness, and now your life is straight alchemy, when you're creating things out of nothing, when you're living your life a certain way and people don't understand how you're doing a certain thing, but that baddie everybody's talking about, she ain't gonna cut it, bro. She's no longer gonna cut. Shit, matter of fact, you're not even gonna be attracted to her anymore. I mean, yeah, she might walk by and the ass is clapping and you give her a second look, but that's it. You're not gonna want her in your space. You're not gonna want to blend energies with this woman, or you're screwed. At least not on purpose, you're not. A lot of times, man, we might fall into traps, man. And to be honest, our discernment has to get tighter. But you're not just gonna see some bad chick that everybody is just, oh, look at her Instagram posters and 2-point-something million just because she got her ass out. Man, that shit don't even catch my eye no more. Huh? A woman has to have been connected, man. Like, if she's not connected, I don't care, and I don't care if she's a 10 or she's a 2. If she's not connected, it does nothing. Everything else is bells and whistles. Bells and whistles, man. That's why I say a lot of these women refer to women as bad, they'll say basic bitch when they talk about a woman that ain't really got a lot, but that or ain't not really doesn't have a lot, but isn't moving to impress. A lot of women will refer to a woman as a basic bitch if she isn't moving to impress, which means if you take 10 women in a room, especially nowadays, especially in a big city, Dallas, Atlanta, Houston, if you take 10 women out of any day party, 20 women out of any concert, 97 point whatever percent of them are going to look just alike. Not saying they're going to have the same clothes on, but energetically, they're going to all be the same. They're going to all carry themselves the same. They're going to fit this standard of today's bad chick, right? But you got to start looking at the woman, man, that carries herself in that same nice energy, but she beats to her own drum. She wears her hair a little different. The clothes she wears, they might seem a little funny. The shoes she rocks, the way she wears her makeup, the glasses she rocks, the things she's into may be a little different. And a lot of times us brothers will look over these women, say, nah, we want the chick with the weave that's dragging the slab. We want the chick with the BBL. We want the chick that looks just like every other chick because every other guy got that chick. We got to start looking at the women, man, that are moving to their own beat. That they fly, but they got their own style. There's nothing hotter to me, of course, than a woman that knows herself, that's connected. But a woman that has her own style, a woman that has a style where other women are looking at her like, oh, girl, why she got that? Why she got that kind of purse? Why she wearing them kind of shoes? Why she dressed like that? Because she's in her own world. That's the one, bro. Those are the ones. Those are the ones, bro. So all I'm saying is this, man. I know y'all ready to go cut open some turkey and eat some greens, beans, tomatoes, all that. All I want to say is this, man. The way we're moving now as men, like walking in that God authority. Like I made a video not long ago. I said, you know what? Like you've done the work. You work for God now. You work for God now, bro. Like you can't expect to be able to do the same things as common men if you work for God. We got to get to the point, man, where if we're going to live this life, of course, man, every man wants a woman. Every man wants some companionship. Every man wants a woman he can travel the world with. Every man wants a woman he can lay up on and rub at night and squeeze on the booty cheeks and rub her stomach and kiss. Every man wants that. But I'm going to tell you this, man. Moving how we move, with mission being first, you have to be ready to go to the grave single. Like when I talk about hierarchy, man, I'm not just saying that for because it sounds good. When I say it's God, mission, purpose, and then everything else, brother, I stand on that. We all have to stand on that, which means if we have to go to the grave and we never cross paths with that 1% woman because mission is first, and we can't jeopardize the mission by bringing some basic bitch in on our team, then so mote it be, brother. That's how we got to roll. So the thing is, we can't be scared to live this life solo. And if we are going to entertain a woman, man, she has to fit this bill. She has to fit this bill, man. And I know this for a fact, man. I know if I ever get, into it, get in with a woman like that, if I ever get in a relationship, I'm gonna bring this woman on camera one day. And if I give y'all a wink like that, that means I'm asking y'all to tell me what the hell is going on. Tell me what y'all see. If y'all ever see a woman sitting beside me and I'm winking, that means in the comment section, I want y'all to say, so she ain't shit. Because in my last situation, after the fact, everybody like, damn, so you didn't see that? Or God dang, so da. I'm like, well, damn, why ain't y'all hit me in the DMs? Where's the love? I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But brothers, we got to move to a new beat. We got to move to a higher authority. We got to move like very few men move. And all I'm saying is this, man. You can no longer date basic bitches.